my jokes will be funny. So, anybody here been to a powwow? Yeah? Anybody here dance at a powwow? Anybody here conceived at a powwow? Powwows to Indians is kind of like prom nights to white people. You know, you get to wear your best clothing, you get to dance and hang out with your friends, and then by the end of the night, you might snag and get knocked up. I did. Six Nations Powwow 2004. Thanks, babe. So I actually married into a powwow family. We have a drum group called Smoke Trail Singers, and we like to travel around North America. And thank you. My family, my in-laws actually helped me to make my regalia, and it's a women's traditional beaded top. It actually took 2 years to make, and it weighs about 50 pounds. So I prepare my body for the summer by gaining 50 pounds during the winter. I was actually at a powwow in Pennsylvania this past summer, and this old white guy came up to ask me. I was in my regalia. This old white guy came up and asked me if he can take some photos of me. I looked at him and said, "Don't you know that photos take away your spirit?" Just kidding, sir, that'll be $10. I have different poses for them, for all the tourists. I have my one pose, it's like a mysterious pose where I hide behind my eagle fan and I just show my eyes. Then I have my proud pose where I stand there, look into the heavens and smile. Then I have my stereotypical pose where I stand there all stoic. Sometimes I manage to squeeze one tear out. Yeah, that one usually ends up in the museums. So, I've always wanted to try stand-up comedy. Ever since I was a little kid, I would always do and say things to make my mom laugh, mostly so I could feel safe. Yeah, she was pretty scary. There were times where I would get hit, you know, with the red willow, the belt, or the wooden spoon. Yeah. By clap of hands, who's been hit with the wooden spoon? You guys know what I'm talking about. You don't want to open up any childhood trauma, but I'm not taking any responsibility for that. So there was one day when I was growing up, I was about 12 years old, I said, you know, today is the day I'm going to beat this spanking system. Today's the day I will hide the wooden spoons. So that day, my mom asked me, you know, Steph, can you watch your brother? I was like, nah. And she's like, oh, let me rephrase that. You're watching your brother. And I was like, I don't know, maybe? And she's like, you're watching your brother. I was like, let's negotiate a payment. Oh, she was so pissed. I can hear her running into the kitchen, searching around for the wooden spoons. I was like, yes, I did it, guys. I did it. Till she barged into the door and she had this big wooden, or metal spoon. Shit, I totally fucked that one up. So anyways, my ass is really sore. Been walk for a couple of days, but yeah, that's what happens. So, but she was a good mom, you know. She would make sure that there was always traditional foods in the house to, you know, keep me alive. She would always have like moose stew or deer, even fried bologna. Yeah, fried bologna, that's what I'm talking about. Fried bologna and scone. want some mustard. But many of us here know how to cut fried bologna, right? You usually get that in the blue log, the maple leaf log. Comes really big, really thick on one side, thin on the other. But we try our best not to slice it that way. And depending on your family's preference, you like slice it in half or make 3 slits so there's no bubble in the middle. Yeah, so one of the things I've always admired of our people is the fact that we preserve a lot of things, especially our food. Growing up, when I would make my grandpa a grilled cheese sandwich, and I would see some mold on the block of cheese, he would make me cut that shit out and still make my grilled cheese. And he owned a fucking grocery store. I don't know if that's cheap or